welcome back to my channel. I am Nicola, and I'll be sharing with you 30 things that I've learned in my 30 years. I am 31 years of age, but I still want to do this video. My birthday was on October 2nd. Alright, so please subscribe to my channel, leave a like and a comment on this video, and share with someone. It may just help someone. You never know. Alright, so number one lesson that I've learned in my 30 years is to put God first in all you do. We are not keepers of ourselves, and without God waking us up each day, we cannot wake up. And none of us knows life's plan for us, so we should always put God first in everything that we do, so that He can direct our path. Number two lesson: what is to be will be. Sometimes we tend to question things and we ask why that happened to us, and why, but that cannot help any situation. Whatever plans that were in store for you from before you were created in your mother's womb, then that plan will always fulfill. We cannot change anything. So number three, think before you make decisions. Sometimes we decide on something and we don't think about the consequences, and that can really damage us for life. So always think before you make a decision, because remember, today's decision can greatly affect you tomorrow. So decide wisely. Number four, never stand security for anyone. I fell in that trap where I stand security for a young man at my workplace, and 4 years after, I got a call from the loan company saying that he didn't repay his loan and I will have to pay it since I am the guarantor, or I will have to get through to him to pay his loan, because if he don't pay it, then I will pay. Don't do that, my people. Don't do that. Having a good heart doesn't really get you anywhere in this life. So send them to the bank, refer them to the bank. The bank can assist them without them having a guarantor. Number five, trust no one. This is sad to say, but it's the reality of life. Some people aren't trustworthy, and sometimes you ended up telling them your personal life story, and then the next thing you know, you fall out, they fall out with you, and your business is all over the world. I mean, there are people who you can be friends with, and sometimes the friendship doesn't work out and your business stay, but how will you know who they are? So the best thing to do is trust no one. So number six, choose your partner wisely. And this goes both ways. This is for the male as well as the female. The person you choose to be with or to have a child with, trust me, it can affect you down the line. So always choose them wisely. Number seven, make sure you can finance yourself before you get pregnant. Ladies, make sure you can finance yourself before you get pregnant. All right, we're living in a serious time now, and some of the men of today are not standing up to their responsibility. So in order for you not to worry about where the next meal is coming from to feed your unborn child, or where will you get money to go to doctor and to do what's necessary to do during pregnancy, then just always make sure you're financially stable, because sometimes some of these men get the women pregnant and then they don't care about them. So make sure you can finance yourself before you get pregnant. Number 8, life won't always go how you want it to go. I mean, I have big dreams, I have plans. I've wrote down my 5-year plans, and until this day that plan hasn't been fulfilled, but I still have life, and once there's life, there is hope. 9, choose your friends wisely. There's a saying that says friends make you and they break you, right? So choose them wisely, because the people you walk with says a lot about you. So before you take someone and say they're your friend, make sure their character is not bringing you down. Number 10, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Sometimes we see so many red flags in a person's attitude and we ignore it, because sometimes we tend to have this soft heart like myself and say, you know, that maybe they're having a rough day. Maybe they had a rough past. Don't do that, my brothers and sisters. Always believe them when they show you who they are. Words cannot lie, and attitudes cannot lie. Number 11, don't disrespect anyone. Don't do that, people. You see, you can disrespect someone today, and tomorrow that person turn out to be your boss, and some of them will make your life a living hell, because some people don't let go of anything. They take over every negativity into tomorrow, right? So just always be respectful to those you meet along life's way. Number 12, get as much work experience as possible. Sometimes you set your heart on being a teacher, for example, and that don't work out, right? So try and get more than one experience. So if one fail you, then you have something else to depend on, all right? 13, don't criticize anyone. This is a serious problem I notice that we're having in today's world, especially females. Some females tend to bash other females. Girl, you're not perfect. Don't do it. All of us has something that we did wrong in our lifetime, but because people don't know about it, then we tend to paint a perfect picture of ourselves. Don't do it. Don't criticize anyone. We were all made from the dust of this earth. And if and when we die, we will go back to the dust of this earth. Alright? 14, always be honest. Honesty has been and will always be the best policy. When you're honest to people, they will trust you, and They will know that they can depend on you no matter what. But if you're dishonest, nobody will ever trust you. So no matter what the circumstances are, always be honest. Honesty will get you ahead in life. 15. Don't disrespect anyone. Number 16. Don't grudge a person for what they have. Don't grudge a person because you don't know what they went through to become successful, right? Sometimes these people goes through a lot of abuse mentally, emotionally, and physically to become successful. I'm not saying they're not people who work hard for what they want. There are people who work very hard to achieve what they want, but you just never know. So don't be grudgeful. 17. The good you do today will come back to you tomorrow. Always do good to everyone. And if you can't do good, just be positive, right? 19. Don't look down on anyone. Some people think that because they have a big job and they own a big car, then they are better than everyone else. You're not better than anyone because of what you possess. Anyone can achieve in life as long as they have the right attitude and the right mindset. Number 20, don't criticize someone else's child. A lot of mothers and fathers are guilty of that. Don't do it. You never know how your children will turn out. So always speak positive over other people's children. 21 lessons that I have learned. Always take care of yourself. There's only one you, and there will never be another you. So take care of yourself as best as possible, because if you don't, nobody else is going to do it for you. 22. Don't let everything bothers you. One of the most disgusting things I've ever seen is a person complaining about everything. If the rain is falling, they complain. If the rain doesn't fall, they complain. If the sun is hot, they complain. Come on, man. You can't be like that. If everything bothers you, eventually you will get high blood pressure, or you will start having liver or kidney problems. So just learn to smile at the storm and smile at situation. 21. People will always change. You know, sometimes you know a person and they're the sweetest, and then tomorrow they're one of the most sorest person you've ever seen. You can't do anything about that. Just know that life goes on. Number 24. Try to see the positive in every situation. No matter how bad your situation is, just always try to see something good, because there's always something to be learned in every situation. Number 25. If you are tired, learn to rest. Don't quit. Number 26. Lesson I've learned. Mothers are to be loved and respected, because it takes a lot to carry a child in your womb. and then to deliver them, that's another story. So always love your mother. 27, don't compare yourself to anyone. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and we're all unique in our own ways. So always be grateful for who you are. Number 28. Be grateful in every situation. Sometimes you think that life is hard and you're going through. My pastor would always say that if you think you have all the problems in the world, check your neighbor. Sometimes we think that we are the worst, but we are not. There's always someone out there in a more worse position than you are. So learn to be grateful. 29. Forgiveness is very hard, but it makes you into a better person, because when you have someone in your heart, it makes you bitter, it makes you angry, and that's not good for your health. So forgiveness is a tough thing, because sometimes people do us sometimes people do us some things, and when we think about it, it's very hard to let go. But for the betterment of yourself and for your own mental health, you have to forgive. Last but not least, always follow your instinct. I hope that this has helped you in one way or the other. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like and a comment on this video and share with someone. God bless you all.